guys, today's video is on alcohol inks and metal foil. Dominique from Belgique, next door to me, asked me to do a tutorial on alcohol inks. I said, sure, why not? It's not my go-to, but yes, I'm game for it. Okay, so I made this one in preparation. This I used copper foil on black, and then alcohol inks. I'm going to use the same alcohol inks I used on this one. In the next one, I'm going to use gold leaf though, gold foil. And here I just put a little rhinestone in here as well. Anyway, I quite like this one. I like how it turned out. Okay, also Dominique said that she has a problem with, I think she uses Fimo clay. She said she has a problem with her clay cracking with the inks. And I was kind of, well, that's bizarre. But funny enough, when I took this out of the oven, it had a big, massive crack. I don't know if you can see it here. See the line, the dark line here? A big crack, right? So I put it back in the oven, and then when it came out, I put it in a container of ice cold water, and then I put I had a gloved finger, and I pushed the center down to close in the crack. And then once this was cooled, it retained the new shape. And then I was able to, and then obviously with the resin, I was able to reinforce, so you can't really tell there was a crack there. Okay, right. So in starting, what I did was these are my Cernet texture sheets, texture stamps, and this is my favorite one. I use this one, the Paisley stamp with this pendant there. But I didn't use this one. I used one that I made, and I did a reverse of each of my stamps with leftover clay. This is just translucent clay mixed with the mica powder from my last tutorial, and you can see it's quite bendy. Look, it's quite good. Now this was rolled out on number 3. And I guess after with the impressions, it's probably maybe between a 3 and a 4. But squirt a little bit of water on this as a release agent, and you're good to go. Now, the reason I did that, I'm going to show you a little about. Oh, see, I did it for all 3. Okay. So this is Paisley. This is one we're going to use. Where's my Paisley? Hey, this is one we're going to use. Okay. I did it here with the leaves as well. And then I did it here with the flower stamp. Now, there is something called embossing and debossing. Here, I'm just going to show you here. I did 2 of these, this one and this one. Okay, so as you can see from this pendant here, the design is raised. So this is, when you're looking at your stamp here, is debossed, okay? And the impression it leaves on your clay, or say on a wedding invitation, it's embossed. So it embosses the clay while the stamp is debossed. So what I wanted to do was to make an embossed stamp so it would leave a debossed texture on my clay. And so you can see the difference. Here's the flower, here's a flower, and here's a flower. Okay, you can see how different they look. I'll put them here. Here's the same 3 flowers. Can you see the difference in reversing the stamp? So here's this here, here's this here, and then a little bit of this one is down here. I couldn't make an exact mirror because obviously one was upside down. Okay, so that just goes to show you the difference. I hope you understand. I hope I explained it okay, the difference between embossing and debossing. And the reason why I wanted to make a reverse stamp was because I wanted the area here, the fine detail, to be the foil on top of the clay. If I just use this stamp here, the alcohol inks would sink down into the finer detail, where I wanted the alcohol inks actually sinking down into the lines here, the higher details. It's kind of hard to explain, but I hope you can understand. So anyway, that's what I did. So I'm using this stamp here, this stamp that I made, a reverse stamp, and I did it on a number 3 on my pasta machine. So that's my 3rd thickest setting. No, it'd be my 4th thickest setting because mine starts on a 0. So there we go. And again, like I said, it's quite bendy, right? So that's what I'm going to use. I am going to use, as I said, I'm going to use gold foil, and I'm not, and I basically the same alcohol inks, but I'm not sure yet if I want to use white clay, gold clay, or black clay. So anyway, I'm going to go get set up, and I'll be right back. Right, right. Before I mix up my clay, I want to show you what I have here. I have a mix of just some scrap clay, some clay that doesn't have too much gold or any metal foil in it, because I'm going to use blackout to make it as black as possible. But if you have any gold leaf, you're going to kind of get a brownish or even a greenish tinge to your clay, even with the blackout, because you just can't cover over the metallic. So I'm just going to take a bit of Kato blackout. This stuff is amazing, guys. This is really, really good. All right, so I'm going to take probably about that much. It's not very much, maybe a little sliver more. You're only going to really see it on the sides and on the back, so it's not, we don't need too much. Right, I'm going to thoroughly mix this up by hand and then through the pasta machine. I'm going to roll it on a number 0, and then we'll come back and then we'll start the fun stuff. Okay, I mixed this on a number 3, and then I brought it back to a 0. Okay, now I'm going to use this square cutter. So to save my clay, oh, I need my thing. I'm just going to take this, and I'll put this aside for later. I'm going to put it well aside. I don't want any gold touching it. All right, so here we have our pen. This is going to get squat down quite a lot. Right, now we get our gold leaf, gold foil. Preferably a full, I would like it to be the full piece covered with one solid sheet, and not, oh, of course, a bit more come out. All right, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. Have to be so gentle with this stuff. All right, now I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and just gently it's kind of really tearing it off, not really cutting it off. Yes, I have no fan and no air conditioning on. I'm suffering here, but my foil's not flying around. Okay, there we go. That is done for now. So here's our piece. I'm just going to clean a little bit more off because I don't want the gold getting stuck in, because I'm going to have to put a backing on this, so I don't want the gold getting stuck between the layers. Oh, it's fine, I don't care. All right. Okay. So there we go. There's our piece we're going to be working with. Now I'm going to take my stamp or my cutter, and I'm going to look where I want my pattern to be. Now I know for a fact, because in the one I just showed you, I want this part here because I want to put another rhinestone in there. And I don't want this part particularly because it's just a little bit too flat. Okay, I'm going to have the rhinestone sitting on Oh, this is quite flat there. I'm going to have the rhinestone, the rhinestone sitting on the corner. So I'm going to go around about there, I think. So I'm going to take my prepared piece and put it approximately there. Okay, now I'm going to take my paper, start pushing down. Again, when you lift one finger, push on the other one. You want that way you're less likely to have your clay slide about. So you're having pressure with one, take pressure off, pressure the other one. Now, again, I'm always holding on to it, right? I'm going to take my roller and put pressure. Again, I always have one hand on it so it doesn't move. I think that's pretty much okay now. All right, hold on. Don't stick. There we go. I'm going to give it a final smooth with my cake spatula. Cake spreader, icing spreader. I don't know. I have to Google what it's called. Now, I didn't put any water down because the foil's not going to stick to this anyway. I certainly hope not. It shouldn't. So I'm going to flip it upside down on a different piece of paper. You can see how it's enlarged, the size there, right? Again, just very gently easing it off. You can see how bendy the stamp is, huh? There we go. There's our piece. Okay. I didn't want to do a full veneer. Quite simply, I already made the one, and I'm going to make another one off camera using a silver foil. And I don't want to use up all my clay and my time. This does take time. Right, so I am going to start with my main color. I want to be turquoise. So I have my Cernet turquoise here. I have my Cernet pearl white. I've already pre-shaken these. And I've got gold. I'm going to use, these are just cheap alcohol inks I got off of Amazon. I'm going to use one in peach green. I'm going to use another one, not this green, no. I'm going to use this peacock and this purple. And am I going to use a red? I might, I'm not sure. All right, so I'm going to start, oh, I need my alcohol as well. Right, so I'm going to start with turquoise. And just little by little. Sorry, as you can hear, it's neighbor below doing some garden work. Oh, that's a bit easier. Okay, the turquoise. Now I want to do some pearl. Some more peacock blue. It's very similar, but it's just a bit more of a blue than a turquoise. together with the white. And now I'm going to add some purple. Again, there's no rhyme or reason to this. You just keep adding alcohol ink until you're happy with the effect it's given you. And again, I like to kind of, all these except for the peach are all in the same family. They've all got blue in them. Turquoise is blue, purple has blue, peacock pearl has blue, the green has blue. It's kind of keeping it in the same color family. I just like using the same color family. It really works for me. This is a bit of a strange alcohol ink. I've not used much of this one before. Can you see them playing here? I don't know if you pick it up on camera. Right, and I'm going to throw a little bit of gold in there. Just a little bit. Now, I'm going to take my straw and give it a little blow. I'm actually quite liking that already. I'll bring it up to you. Okay. I am going to give it a squirt with alcohol. All right. Just to again to diffuse the colors a little bit. Now this is what I like to do. I see a lot of people using paper towel. Don't. Take a piece of paper and just drag it along. You won't get any marks. See, now I'm getting some of my gold back, some of my gold foil. And can you see now, if I had this part here, this little part here, if I had the normal stamp, you wouldn't see all this foil. You wouldn't see this nice detail. It would be covered with alcohol inks. So again, that's why I really wanted to invert it. And again, just here. I'm actually kind of happy with this as it is, to be honest with you. It's a little bit dark for me down here, so I'm going to add a little bit of my white. Oops. A bit of alcohol. Letting that do its job. Now I'm going to use my paper and just pick up this little bit here. So I got my foil coming through. Yeah, I think I like that. If I want a little bit more of the gold foil coming through, all I'll do is after this is baked is just take a Q-tip or a cotton bud with some rubbing alcohol, and I will just very gently clean it up. But I think I'm happy with this like that. I think I'm happy enough with it. What do you think? I wish you could tell me what you think. There we go. I think that's going to be nice. I think that'll be nice because I am going to do an extra step after this is dried a little bit more, and I'm going to add some, you know, mica powder. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a little bit. I'll get my powder set up and I will be right back. All right, it's been about 5 minutes and I'm happy enough that it's ready for the mica powder. So it's still tacky, but it's not dry. Right, so I've chosen here for my Mayspring, my fabulous Mayspring mica powders. I have chosen rose quartz. So I'm going to start with the lightest color first, just for my brush, so I don't get my brush too dirty. Right, I'm going to add a little pink here. Not on top, I want it to go in the lines. And I'm going to put it in here too, where I'm going to put my gemstone. As all for the pink. I'm actually going to go ahead and do the purple. No, I'm going to go ahead and do the green pyromorphite. Oh, glass is falling. I am so sweaty. My glasses are falling off my nose and it is the worst thing ever. All right, so a little bit of green in here. Yeah, got some alcohol ink on it, that's fine. Again, I don't want to use too much mica powder, just a little bit. I've seen other people actually smudging it, but because just smudging it on top, but I don't really want that. I want it to be in the recesses. No rhyme or reason really, just sticking it down. There will be a little, you will see a little bit of sheen, but it's the alcohol ink that's going to be the star. Now I want to get this done quick because I don't like how this is misshaped. It's not very flat, so I'd like to get that done get off this paper and on another piece of paper as soon as possible. All right, almost got it. Almost. There we go. And one of my favorites is Mermaid's Dust. No more than that. Chunk. Looking a little bland down here, so I'll put a bit here. See, see the mica powder took away the shine. I don't want to take away the shine, so I want to get it in the groove. And now we're gonna go with some purple. Down there, purple amethyst. Oh. I think that's enough. Yeah. Okay, now I get another piece of paper. Get my blade. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this to dry, and while I leave it to dry, I am going to go and roll out a backing. A backing on, I think I'm going to go for a number, I'm gonna put in a number 4. A number 4, yes, I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay, so this is dry enough to the touch. I roll this out on number 4. So now I'm going to very carefully, actually, hold on. I don't like the look of this. No, it should be okay. Put this right on top. Oh, I misjudged there a little bit. Now I'm going to take a clean piece of paper and just lightly burnish, because I don't want too much of the inks and the powder to come off. All right, that is all I am doing. Now I'm going to give myself the corner here. So I know this is going to be where the gemstone is. I'm going to turn it down here. Gemstone's at the bottom. Okay. Get my square. Now I'm cutting upside down because I don't want what's it called? Where's my my trusty thing? I don't want the gold leaf or the metal foil to pull. There we go. So we have a nice clean, sharp cut. This I'm not going to use. I'm going to have to throw that in the bin, actually. It's not reusable. It isn't even that pretty. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm not going to put my logo on. I'm going to put it on after the fact. After I bake it. No, come on. Come on. It's very sticky, this clay. It's also very warm here. That doesn't help. Okay, there we go. Boink. Now, put it on my trusty egg poacher. Try to find the middle the best I can. I always struggle finding the exact middle. That's good for me. Now, with paper, a clean piece of paper, I'm going to very gently tap it down. By the way, guys, I have some cutters. I broke down. It was my birthday, and I got some birthday money, and I splurged and ordered some earring cutters and some pendant cutters, just your generic kind of polymer clay plastic set. I can't afford to get any really nice cutters, so I have some coming. So I'll be doing more than just my kind of kidney bean and my round and my square. Right. I'm good with that. Let me see. Now see, here's a little bit bare, isn't it? It's a little bit bare there. I don't want to touch it too much because I can feel that it's soft and I don't want to pull any of the foil off. I'm going to add a little more ink. And the ink I'm going to add, I think I want to just add a little bit of turquoise. Because you can see how much came off here and how much came off there when I cut it. Go, 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 go. There we go. Take my paper. I have a spot here. Because when it dries, the alcohol ink changes color as well. And I want a little bit. I didn't use the peach. Did I use the peach? I think I did use the peach. I'm gonna drop a purple. I think I have two different purples here actually. I'm going to use Scarlet. Just here in the purpley part. It's just not looking right to me after I mean, it looked better when it was wet. There we go. Sorry, I'll turn around this way so you can see it a bit better with the different light angle. And I am going to drop just a tiny drop. Nope. Blue. Just there. And just one squirt. That does its job, disperses a little bit. Pick up a little bit of that blue. A little bit of this turquoise. All right, I think we're happy with that now. Let's see. Right. Okay, I'm gonna go put this in the oven. I'm gonna put it in the oven at 150 because I put Kato Blackout in it. That bakes at the highest temperature of 150, so 150 it is. And I'm gonna put it in for, I'd say about maybe 40 minutes, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I'm going to do another pendant with the silver foil and a similar, no, I'm going to use blue, turquoise, purple, and green. Yeah, and the pearl and the pearl alcohol ink. Okay, so I'll be back when these are all done, and we'll see what we're going to do with the backings and stuff.
Hear me
Okay, it's out of the oven and cooled. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of this medical rubbing alcohol. This is 90%, so it's a little bit more gentle than my my normal. And I'm just going to very gently take off some of the film on the foil. Not all, just some. If you can hear a TV in the background, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, and I have a door closed. And the dog, of course, wants out, so... Okay, there we go. Just get a little bit off. I just want the gold to come through, because I'm going to actually resin with my finger, just dab on resin on top of the gold. Because after the clay is cured, this the gold foil is very, very delicate. It will not, it'll if you scratch it, it'll come off. So I'm going to protect it with the resin. Don't want too much on. I don't want it to go down into the cracks. Now, a bit more. Is any coming off? Yeah, a little bit. Sorry, I'm quiet. It's late and I'm concentrating. Just a little bit up here I'm not happy with. I should have paid a little bit more attention to this when I was doing it before I put it in the cure. All right, I better stop here. We're gonna have no alcohol ink left. Okay. Now I'll just show you. Pardon me, I'm sorry I'm talking so quietly. Okay, just this little bit here, and I think we're good. Okay. I notice I left this on the form. It's silicone, it will come off very easily, but I just want to leave it on the form because it's easier to work with. Right, okay, that is done. Now, I want to check the size of my rhinestone, not a gemstone. I was doing my editing. So this one, actually, I don't know if you can see, these have kind of a bluey, they're a clear with a blue kind of tinge to them. Anyway, I thought it would work with this. So I'm going to put this here. Where's my... Yeah, it fits. This thing is a little bit too big, but no, I think it'll do. Okay. Right, so this is the resin I got from Light Wish. I have to say, I really do like it. I really do like this resin. It's very thin. So if you don't want to do a domed piece, this is great. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm using tin foil or aluminum foil, so it's easy just to pick it up and throw it in the bin. Because I don't really like using resin too much anymore because I'm just so allergic to it. Right, I'm going to take this, which is something for your flossing your teeth or something, your dentures, I'm not sure. And I'm going to place it just in here, just a little bit. Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to put it back here in this little wrapper. I'll put this away for the moment, or out of Light's reach. And I'm going to get my light ready. And my rhinestone. Good, I think good. And give it a flash cure. Okay. Now, the messy part. I'm going to give my hands a squirt of alcohol, make sure there's no dust on my gloves. Can you see the rhinestone? Oh, it's not picking it up very well. I think it's just there's too much lighting going on. All right, okay, get my tin foil back. And I'm going to apply just on the gold. I'm literally just dabbing it on. It's gonna go a little bit into the cracks, but that's okay. My idea is just that I want to protect the foil. And I don't want it to be so heavily resined as the first one I showed you. Okay, yeah, my iPhone storage was full and the camera stopped recording, so there you go. Anyway, I finished off just dabbing on the UV resin. I put it under the light for a bit, and it is now the next day, and it is very sunny here in the south of France, and with a very high UV index of 9. So I set this outside for a couple of hours this morning, and this is well cured. Then with a little bit of cold soapy water, I just lightly sanded the sides just to get it nice and the top nice and crisp. And as you can see, the soapy water did nothing. It didn't take any of the mica powder or the alcohol ink that was left in the recesses. But actually, in saying that, I think the UV resin kind of covered all of it. To be, maybe not this little line here, but most of it. Anyway, all right, so we are going to put a backing on it because this is not the prettiest of backs. So I have this here rolled out on a number 5. I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue or liquid clay. This is Sculpey. I don't know why I'm always going to the Sculpey. It's because I prefer the Cernet, and the Sculpey I think is just very good for gluing. So I do that, and then with a Q-tip or a cotton bud, I'm just going to very thinly smear this out to the edges. Oh. Not wanting to get any on the front, obviously. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so now I'm going to take my clay and I put it on here, and I'm going to start from the middle and start rolling it out, because you don't want any air trapped in there. Okay. I'm gonna do a shortcut. Easy peasy. There we go. Right, now I'm just going to take this. This is one of those things you put in your hair to make you give yourself a fuller bun. I find this is quite good for texturing the back of the clay and for really pushing the clay down. And actually, I do what Jan Montessori suggested in one of his videos. I keep this in a plastic container, an old plastic jar, with half water and half alcohol and a drop of dish soap. And when I need it, I just take it out because it dissolves and it melts and cleans it. So there's no clay residue or no clay at all left in it. It's a fantastic little trick. You don't want any on the top. Okay. And I want this as thin as possible because this is already a thick enough piece. And then I'm going to add the tube bed, which is going to add more weight. So, okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to drag this kind of in a rolling motion around the edges. nice around. The corners. Oh, I missed this side here. Okay, I think I'm happy enough with that because I'm just going, I don't know, I may end up, don't know if I want the texture on the sides really. Too much, oh, I don't know. I'm hot. August is the worst month for the heat here. All right, actually, no, it's just rubbing off. Okay, because I didn't put any glue on the sides. So, oh, there we go. We can just scrape it off with this too. It's a jack of all trades. Okay, tidy up the back. Okay, here's my top. So, I'm done with this. All right, so there's the backing done. I'm going to give this a quick dart in the oven just to semi-cure it. Then I'm going to do a Jessama smear on the sides because the sides aren't looking the best. So a Jessama smear, and then as well I'm going to put on the tube bail and my little logo. But I'll be back after this is cured a bit. All right, it's out of the oven and I've gone ahead and done 3 sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the Jessama smear. Oh, a bit too much clay here. Oop. Now again, the secret with this is you really want this really nice and warm and really soft. It's amazing actually how quick the clay cools down. Right, okay. So I'm going to take it just a little bit here, give it a very firm and smooth. That didn't work out too great. That's all right. I'm going to bring it down this way to the corner. A bit more. And to the other corner. That's looking all right. I'm not looking for perfection because I'm going to go ahead and use this and pat it down and texture it. So it's very forgiving. That's okay. Now I'm just going to take the sharp end of my blade and just run it along. So there's nothing, no clay on the top, on the surface. Okay, so here we go. There's the sides. They're all nicely finished. The back. Now we're going to put our tube bail on, and I've already gone ahead and just marked a little tiny pencil line. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. So I'm going to go ahead now and do the tube bail. The tube bail, I rolled out on a number 4 on my trusty, I think it's probably a 4mm wooden stick, and I just textured the clay on the stick, and then literally did this and took it off. So it has the texture on it, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna get my little bit of crazy glue and my little bit of what's it? Liquid clay. Clean up the nib. All right. Okay, here we go. Now again, where was it? It's up here. This pencil line is really hard to see. I can see if I have my light over my head, but I don't. So I'm just going to guess. Okay. And now I put a bit of clay down. And if you notice, I am always leaving the pendant face down on a bit of paper. I don't want to scratch the resin. Okay. Again, have a look. Yep. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I need a light. Oop. Tap it down so it's not so up. Because I'm going to be using the Buna cord. I don't, because I'm using the Buna cord, I don't want it too raised up. I want it as flat, so it lays as flat on the chest as possible. So it's more of an oval than it is a circle. I'm using this just to push down the side into the clay and the crazy glue. Okay, now I'm going to take some of the liquid clay on both sides and very carefully just touch where it meets. Okay, I need a little bit more, and I can always tidy up the excess glue or excess clay, liquid clay, with a bit of alcohol and a cotton bud. Just check the top again. Sorry, I'm mumbling, I know, and I'm also talking behind the magnifying glass, aka also light, so hold on. All right, that's good enough, I think. Put this back. Okay, put this away. That's done. No, I'm not done with that. I need that to put my logo on. Hello. All right, but I am going to take a cotton bud, dip it in a bit of this, make it to a point, as much as a point as I can. dip it in the alcohol. And just clean up a little bit of excess. Okay, now for the logo, I did my logo here. This is rolled out on a number 5. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it black. I put it upside down so it was leaching here a little bit and leaving the actual clay on the bottom sticky. Now where to put my brush? Right here. I really should put a little bit more because I can't put much, I can't put too much pressure on it to press it down because I'll flatten the design or flatten the logo. Okay. That should be good. Okay. And push it up a little bit actually. Okay. So there we go. This is ready for the oven. So what I did is I just took a piece of my paper and I cut a square out of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because I'm not putting it, I'm gonna have to bake this back, or with the resin face up. So as you can see, oh goodness me, Caitlin. I'm gonna bake it so it's facing down like this in the oven. I'm gonna put this just between the grill, the grills, not in a dish as I usually do it. Okay, so I'm not gonna, this might get a bit marked, but this won't. All right, so I'm gonna go and do that. I'm going to bake it again because there's keto at 150 for about a half an hour, and that should be done. I'm going to put it on a cord off camera because this is getting pretty long, and I'll be back for the show and tell. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. We made it to show and tell, yay. Okay, well this is the first one that I made before I made this this video, but I didn't show you these. These are the other pieces that I made, because I made the full veneer, and my intentions were to make this into a necklace, all 5 of them, but this was a little bit big. And then I was thinking, well, I'll just make another one, but you know, making another one to look the same as this is going to be quite hard to do. Anyway, so there's these ones here. Oops, focus a bit better. Okay, so there's those ones. And of course you have this one. I do really like this one. I have to say, I do really like this one. Why is this not focusing? Okay. And again, I just have 2 stainless steel beads, and this is on a rubber Buna cord with a little stainless steel bead end here. So there we go, there's that one. Now, the one we did, I really like how it turned out, I have to say. It got a little bit, manhandled. So the resin is dulled a little bit, but I actually quite like it. I think it kind of ages it, it kind of antiques it. So here this is. I'm really happy with the gems, it's not a gemstone, Keelan. Really happy with the rhinestone. And there we go. What I'm really happy with is my finishing. I'm very proud of this finishing. It took me a while, but again, I'm really pleased with it. And this is on a double Buna cord with the little thing here with the, I put two little stainless steel beads here so that it keeps the pendant center, so it won't be moving around on the necklace. So there's that again, and the back. And then I did the third one, I did it in fast forward. I really like how this turned out. I really do. I took because I don't know why. You know what? I do know why. It's because the lines are finer. I was able to remove the alcohol ink off the silver foil. Again, this is the flower stamp, the reversed flower stamp. Okay, and then for the back, I just put it on a little tube bail, and this is a double stainless steel chain. So again, I'm very happy with that one. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I don't usually do surface techniques, so my my channel members are pushing me out of my comfort zone. But I enjoyed this, I really did. I was actually going to do another one, but I was running out of time. I had so many technical difficulties and internet problems, and oh, this has taken me days to do. And because how I film is I film on my iPhone, and then I have to transfer from my iPhone via iCloud to my computer. And because the internet is so terrible, we don't have fiber here in this area. We just have the DSL. It can take hours and hours, and then of course I can't go on the next step until I take the video off of my phone, so I have space on my phone. Okay, anyway, we got there. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Maybe earrings, but they're a bit thick, it'll be a little bit heavy for earrings, so maybe I will attempt to do another one, and make a necklace. Who knows? Or it might just sit on my table for a while. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps me. Leave a comment, that helps my channel as well. It helps spread it around YouTube. And if you really liked it, you can give me that super thanks. That'd be fantastic. Also, listen, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's really important to me that you do. My content is free, and subscribing is free, so please subscribe. All right, okay, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I guess I will see. Oh no, hold on, of course there's my Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below and in the comments for my Facebook group. It's purely for my subscribers, so you can connect with me and you can post photos of your work that were inspired from my videos. All right, so please don't be shy, and please join my page. All right, I guess that's it. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.